Welcome, everybody, to our Ayurveda talk. I am Marie. I'm an Ayurvedic health practitioner, and we are really taking advantage of talking on topics that are very appropriate for the time. So, we are transitioning from summer to fall, and it's becoming a lot more fall now, although we're having some really beautiful days right now, nice and warm, gorgeous. And people are doing the Ayurveda cleanse. And I have to tell you, I don't think people understand the value of these Ayurvedic cleanses. I tell people, like I tell every client, and I tell people, hey, especially like I had a client today who wasn't feeling well. She was sick last week. And I said, okay, that's a sign that you need to do the cleanse, because we get sick when there's these big imbalances. That's what happens. You just start feeling run down. You start feeling off. It's a sign that you need to do the cleanse. This isn't because you're trying to lose weight. That might be something that happens. Yes, you might lose weight. But it's not for that reason that you do a cleanse. It's actually because we are part of nature. So you are wanting to do what nature's doing and stabilizing the body as we go through changes as much as possible. So we're going to talk a little bit about when you start the Ayurveda cleanse. You go through the digestive phase, which is all about making sure you have a strong digestion. And then the next phase is called the oleation stage. And I just want to talk a little bit today about what that is, because we're going to actually have our talk on Thursday night. Our Ayurveda cleanse talk on Thursday is going to be about the second week, the oleation stage. So once digestion is nice and strong, then you start to internally oleate and externally oleate. So you are putting oil on your skin. You should be doing that every day, but you're going to do it during the cleanse. And then you're also going to be taking ghee, Ghee, internally. And what is the reason for that? Well, what we're trying to do is lubricate the tissues so that any toxins that have settled into the body, into the system, can start to be loosened up. That's what we're trying to do, is go in, lubricate the whole body, and then we'll move it out. Now, if you do this next stage and lubricate everything, and then you don't do the stage after that, you've lubricated it, and then it's all going to settle back into your system, back into the tissues. So please, 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 if you're doing the Ayurveda cleanse, please do it with guidance. I'm here to guide you. The second week, because we are really trying to help remove those toxins, which we call AMA, A-M-A, it's the root cause of all disease and imbalances. AMA is, so toxins. The presence of toxins in the system can be felt as fatigue, feeling heavy. Sometimes it can cause constipation, indigestion, gas, diarrhea. If you have bad breath, it's a sure sign that you have toxins, or even a bad taste in your mouth, stiffness in your body. So stiffness isn't because you're just getting older. It's because there's a sign of that's toxins. And stiffness is going to happen more in the morning. So that's a sign of toxins as well. And also the foggy brain, that's also a sign of toxins in your system. And checking out your tongue in the morning. Now, in Ayurveda, we really encourage that you do the tongue scraping after I brush my teeth every day. I do tongue scraping. You want to do, I do 7 times. That's usually what's recommended. So you do tongue scraping, you check out your tongue, and you see if you have a heavy, thick coating on the tongue, toxins, got to get those out. You're walking around with toxins stuck in your system. So we really want to help encourage the removal of these toxins that have settled into the body. Okay, so according to Ayurveda, disease is actually a crisis of those toxins, ama. And the body needs and wants to eliminate those accumulated toxins in the system. It wants to do that. So when we are transitioning through these different seasons, it's an opportunity to help support the body to release and let go of all this stuff that has accumulated in the body. Now, it's not just accumulating from what you eat, it also is coming in from the environment, whatever you're getting exposed to. Okay, we want the key to all in Ayurveda, it's a preventative medicine. It's a first resort medicine. You resort to Ayurveda first before you go and do more extreme things. So as soon as you recognize that you have an imbalance, you want to get a handle on it. Once you know that there is a buildup of toxins or ama, you want to help the body eliminate them. And that's why we do these cleanses. And if you were to do these cleanses twice a year, you would really be helping, because the cleanse is literally turning the disease pathway around. That's what it's doing. So you're reversing disease. You're turning the disease pathway and you're helping to remove. Okay, the removal of toxins and ama in the system, we do the internal cleansing programs called Panchakarma. And Panchakarma is a treatment of pre-purification, and it prepares the body to let go of the toxins. Okay, first stage, like I said, is the digestive stage, and then you start to use ghee. Now, most of the time we're using medicated ghee, and that is all depending upon each person, so you need to reach out to me so you know which one. So you take a small amount of ghee every day in the morning, first thing, and what it does is it creates a small, like a film in the body's channels that lubricates them and allows the toxins and ama that is lodged in those tissues, usually in the deep connective tissues is where they are, and then they can now move freely without sticking to the channels, and they move back to the gastrointestinal tract for elimination. So internal oleation is done for oftentimes 3 to 5 days. I've had a few clients that go a little bit longer, my Vata people. And so it depends on each individual, and you really have to stay connected to your Ayurvedic practitioner when you're doing that. It's technical and things happen. And then once you do this internal oleation, then you do the external oleation, and that's the massaging of the oil in your skin. And then that softens, and it softens the deeper tissues, and it helps also to relieve stress. Very good for your nervous system, by the way. And it nourishes the tissues in general. So the external oleation, you guys, I do it twice a day. I do it in the morning and I do it at night because I take a bath at night. So if you have, if you are interested in moving forward in doing this cleanse, you will feel like $1,000,000. I am not kidding. You will feel so good. Okay, so that's the next stage, and then there's more. There's more because we have to eliminate those toxins. So that would be after all of the oleation. So I'm just trying to kind of let you know that, hey, this is all doable. It's not that difficult. I'm here to guide you, and you will feel great. Okay, guaranteed. Okay, I always tell you, I can't guarantee it, but because I've seen so much success with it, it is something that you will get. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel clear. Clears your mind completely. Clears your body. Clears the stiffness and the fatigue. Totally worth it. All right, you guys, that's our talk for tonight.